guys, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fight in our singles division. I am your host, the King, Caleb Coho, but from my attire today, I am the Viking, Caleb Coho. It's been a good day for my team, and I am joined, as always, by my commissioner and friend and partner in crime, Tim Smith. How you doing?
Pretty good. Not as well as your Vikings, but hey, you know what can you do? I just take it 1 week at a time. But yeah, I'm here helping with this one. This ought to be a good match, I think, Caleb. So I think it's going to be a close scoring. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be high scoring, but it's going to be close scoring with these two.
Absolutely. Today, we have two returning competitors in the Cupid of Crime, Harley, Boric, and the politician, Subrath Sharma, both coming back to the ring after their play-in losses earlier this season. It's going to be quite the fireworks show, as we know both of these competitors love to talk, and so we're going to let them do that right now in pre-match interviews.
Alright, so I'm facing against this guy named Harley Boric. I have no idea who she is. I'm fairly certain I know her from somewhere. Oh wait, yeah, she's a member of Kings of the Round Table, which it's not exist in multiplex, but yeah, I know her. I'm well familiar with her, but other than that, I don't know what fandom knowledge she knows, but I'll see what she does.
Well, yes. Subrath's correct. I am part of the Knights of the Round Table. Unfortunately, that's not here. And Subrath, tonight, I'm not facing Subrath. Tonight, you are taking the replacement of some person named Tim Smith. Tim Smith, who betrayed me, who turned on me, who just destroyed our friendship. Tim, I am going to destroy you in this match. It's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be fun for you. It's just going to be an annihilation. I am going to... I can't wait till I get my hands on you for how you betrayed me. You were the first person I befriended in this community. In some ways, we were best friends. We've been there together. The Can-Am Express. We were going to kill it. Unfortunately, yes, we were 1-1 in our two. We've had two matches in the leagues in total, and we were 1-1. And you just destroyed that because first you teamed up with my arch nemesis, RJ. I felt betrayed, but I was going to let that slide. But then in a recent match I had in a different league as well, you showed your full alliance to RJ, and I just can't take that. I need to destroy you. I need to destroy, like I said, Subrath, unfortunately, you're not Subrath to me. You're Tim, and I need to take out all my anger. And when I actually finally get good matches against Tim, oh my God, I'm just going to everything. I'll destroy you in any league, any category, in anything. Whether it be Intergeek Fandom, Nerdgasm, I'll take you on in debating. And Fandom debating, I'll destroy you in the movie Trivias. Oh, give me a match against you in sports. The sports battlefield. Ooh, TV Throwdown. Let's do TV Throwdown. Anything, anywhere, give me a match, and I will destroy you. Just like you don't betray me and get away with it.
Well, a lot of shots fired by Harley at someone here on the desk in her promo. Subrath mentioning that he and Harley are somewhat aligned in these leagues. But Harley putting a Tim mask on Subrath to get her anger out, and I think Tim has some choice words on that whiteboard right there.
I just put this up just out of habit because from all these fuckers, they want to run their mouths. Let's see. Harley can barely score points in Fandom, wants to try to face me. I did beat Subrath for scoring-wise. So, these two to face me in Fandom, I'd probably have a better challenge against fucking Nico Suave Rigoli, for Christ's sakes. But
Wait. I was not informed that Tim was going to be a judge for this match. Okay, Tim, you're lucky, Tim. I trust you. I know you're going to be unbiased, but when it comes to commentary, not so much. But I was not informed. So guess what? You get to see how much I did, what I'll do to you in the future.
yeah, whatever.
Wow. All right. Well, I guess we have our competitors ready to come out, so we'll get into our proper introductions. Introducing first, representing Two Squad, coming to the ring with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. He is the Cupid of Crime, Harley Boric.
Oh, let's do this.
And her opponent, representing the Odd Couple, and entering the ring with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. He is the politician, Subrath Sharma. All right, you both know how this works. Round 1 is going to work like this. You're going to have a whiteboard up, and it's going to be 10 questions from 10 predetermined categories, each worth 1 point apiece. You're going to have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions going into this round?
How vicious am I allowed to be?
All right, well, we're just going to jump right into questions and bypass that question entirely and ask some of our pre-approved questions. Question number 1 is going to be given to you by Tim Smith himself.
All right. The first question, first category, DC. What year saw the release of Supergirl?
Supergirl, one of the more awful DC films to come out.
I wouldn't say awful. I'd say plain horrible. But this is, at the time it came out, you kind of understand with movies, graphics, and you can understand it. But the writing of it was just horrible.
I don't know why witches are in Supergirl, but okay. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Why? Why are we
1.
talking about this shitty movie?
Pens down. We're going to start with Harley.
I went with 1984.
That is correct for a point. We'll go over to Sub.
I put 86.
Oh, just 2 off there. The Brooklyn Veil Curse strikes again. And your second question comes in the category of Pixar movies.
Oh, fucking course.
What was the first Pixar film to win a competitive Oscar?
When you say competitive, what exactly do you mean?
Competitive, like people compete for the Oscar.
Okay, so basically it wasn't the only nomination.
The Oscars, they're under a lot of fire at the moment. They just took back that popular film Oscar category.
Yeah,
Don't know what's going to happen.
yeah, it's kind of not a good time right now for Oscars.
Well, the governor's board better figure it out soon, but for all intents and purposes, they got this one right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down this time. We're going to start with Subrath.
I know.
That is incorrect. We'll go over to Harley.
I went with Monsters, Inc.
That is correct for a point.
All right. The third question comes from the category of Marvel. What is the only animated Marvel film to be released in theaters so far? You and your animation, Caleb.
You know what? When I put it on the wheel in Warzone, wait, I didn't put it on the wheel in Warzone. Nico did it for me, and I still didn't get it. Still didn't get it. Conspiracies in the Warzone community, but that's a story for another day.
Right, it was hilarious.
I'm just saying, there's a conspiracy that all of us got each other's strengths. That is not fair. At least I got Melissa McCarthy. At least if I got Taika Waititi, I'd have been okay.
That was a fair match. As a judge of that match, you're just complaining too much.
1.
Not like you're complaining.
Start with Harley.
Go ahead.
I was tricked there for a second, but Big Hero 6.
That is correct for a point. We'll go to Subrath.
I didn't get it.
Oh, all right. Well, moving on from that one, because Subrath blatantly had an embarrassing answer. Your fourth question comes in the world of Disney movies. What Disney film is a parody of Sherlock Holmes? Sherlock Holmes, one of the greatest literary characters of all time, and the subject of second best BBC show of all time.
What would you say the first one? Oh, of course, yeah, Doctor Who would be
Do
the
you
first
have
one
to?
for you.
Do you have to ask Tim?
Yeah,
Like,
I literally had a brain fart there for a second. It was like BBC, yeah.
the only one of two competitors to use Doctor Who as a strength in Fandom TV. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Subrath on this one.
The Great Mouse Detective.
And he's on the board. We'll go over to Harley.
Great Mouse Detective. Sorry, marker's dying out there.
That's all right. And Harley is perfect going into the fifth question.
All right, the fifth question is in the realm of MCU. These are movies inside the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Which MCU film was the first to de-age a character?
Bit of a tricky one. Got to think back through the movies, but you know they've come a long way in de-aging them, and I'm excited to see how they de-age Samuel L. Jackson in Captain Marvel.
Well, you got to think the de-aging technology has come a long way since, Benjamin Button, and that was god awful.
Well,
movie was great, but the
revolutionary for the time. Revolutionary for the time.
Well, yeah,
4,
for the time, but
3,
you could definitely tell it's
2,
aged.
1. Pens down. We're going to start with Subrath on this one.
Was it Ant-Man?
That is correct for a point. We'll go over to Harley.
Ant-Man.
That is correct. Your sixth question comes in the world of Star Wars. What is Anakin's nickname for Ahsoka in Star Wars: The Clone Wars?
Oh, God damn it.
This is a movie that a lot of people forget is a part of that Star Wars
nickname.
like cluster we get to ask questions from.
Well,
you can only go so far with Star Wars.
Give it credit, they both had terrible nicknames for each other.
Well, all right then. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We'll start with Harley on this one.
Sky Guy.
That is incorrect. We'll go over to Subrath.
What?
I didn't get it.
We were looking for Snips. Snips.
No.
Anakin's nickname for Ahsoka is Snips.
Oh, dang it. I thought you were asking Ahsoka's nickname for him.
And with that, there will be no perfect first rounds in this game.
All right. Your next question comes from the worlds of DC, because changing your universe name will save your franchise, apparently, according to Warner Brothers. But how many films have been scored by Hans Zimmer thus far?
I'm sorry, the category again?
Worlds of DC. DC Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
Or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
That'll be a first repeat for Subrath.
All right. The question is, how many films have been scored by Hans Zimmer thus far?
Hans Zimmer is, one of those composers that has done a lot of things that you didn't realize he's done, and you definitely don't realize he's done them until afterwards and see it in the credits, and you're like, oh, that was a good score.
Yeah, he's my second go-to composer after John Williams.
As he should be. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We'll start with Harley.
I went with 3.
That is incorrect. We'll go over to Subrath.
It's actually 2.
It is 2.
Yeah.
Subrath catching up.
His third one will be Wonder Woman 1984. So. All right. Your next question, your 8th one, comes in the world of Bond, James Bond. Who directed Never Say Never Again? This is probably one of the
non-canon one.
Well, there's several non-canon ones that are included in this category.
Yeah,
they're all James Bond.
Yeah.
It's 3 actually, but yes. A lot of a very long-running character, long-running franchise, and this one's one of the ones that they probably should have made canon.
Probably, yeah.
Give them 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Subrath on this one.
I didn't get it.
All right, we'll go to Harley.
Yeah, not that great with the directors, especially if the non-canon James Bond.
We're looking for director of Empire Strikes Back himself, Irvin Kershner.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Irvin Kershner.
Wow.
All right. Your next category and question come in the category of Star Trek. Who composed the score for Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, the best Star Trek of all time?
Second best, in my opinion, but yes, very good Star Trek.
What's yours? I want to hear this.
I think 2009 Star Trek is the best Star Trek. In terms of a cinematic film, I think it's the best one. But Wrath of Khan, close second favorite. That's my personal, in my heart of hearts.
The only thing Star Trek about J.J. Abrams' Star Trek is Kirk, Spock, and the cast names. That's it.
Still really good movies, though.
I would disagree with that because I think the current 3 are very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Harley.
I went with James Horner.
And you would be correct. And we'll go to Subrath.
I didn't get it.
All right. And your final question of the round comes from the world of scores and soundtracks. What song plays as the villains are brought together in Midway City in Suicide Squad?
I think probably the weakest movie thus far out of the worlds of DC.
Repeat the question, please.
Sure thing. That will be Subrath's second repeat. In scores and soundtracks, what song plays as the villains are brought together in Midway City in Suicide Squad? This scene in particular, I think, is one of the better ones of the movie, but the movie itself is altogether really, really poorly made.
Yeah.
David Ayer, don't know why we still give him chances, especially after after ruining that Max Landis script for Bright. But yeah, he'll probably make another movie.
There's a lot of directors that should not be given other chances.
You're very, very correct, Brett Ratner. Looking at you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Subrath.
I have to apologize for my marker, but I actually put down the real Slim Shady. You can't see it.
That is incorrect. We'll go over to Harley.
I went with Come Together.
No, we were looking for Seven Nations Army.
Oh,
Seven Nations
yeah.
Army. By the White Stripes, the most underrated rock band of all time. And at the end of round number 1, Harley is in the lead with 6, Subrath trailing with 3. As we get into round number 2, which works like this. This is our wheel round. You each get a chance to spin our wheel, brought to you by WheelDecide.com. If you land on something you like, you're going to get 5 questions from that category worth 2 points apiece. You can defer to multiple choice, but it will bring the point value down to being only worth 1. If you don't like what you spin on, you can spin again and land on something else, but you're stuck with it. The only category you can't spin off is opponent's choice. Don't be smart with me. I will turn this ship around. And that is those are the rules. Any questions?
Nope.
All right. So I'm going to bring up our lovely wheel in this nice commercial break as elevator music begins to play. Nope, I'll probably just edit it up or cable. Anyway, hopefully this is loading. Is it loaded? Yes, it is loaded. All right.
I have the option to let Subrath go first, right? Okay, Subrath go first.
All right, so Harley's going to have Subrath go first here at the start of round number 2. Here are the categories on the wheel. You have DC, James Bond, Middle Earth, Fast and Furious, MCU, Indiana Jones, Kaiju, and Star Wars, and players and opponent's choice. And your spin is away, Subrath. And it lands on James Bond. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Spin again.
All right, Subrath is stuck with whatever he lands on this time, and it looks like he's going to be answering from Fast and Furious. All right, Tim, you want to give him his questions in Fast and Furious?
All right. Subrath, your first question in Fast and Furious. What is the name of the villain in Fast and Furious 6?
Owen Shaw.
That is correct for 2 points.
Big 2 points there for Subrath.
All right, your second question. What is the name of the hacker character played by Natalie Emanuel?
Natalie Emanuel.
Natalie Emanuel.
Do I have the multiple choice option?
Yes, you have multiple choice.
All right,
Multiple
I'll take that.
choice is A, Natalie, B, Mia, C, Ramsey, or D, Hope.
Ramsey.
That is correct for 1 point.
we have
Playing
a tie
smart, you
game.
got the correct one. All right, your third question. What film marked the first appearance of Tej?
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Another 2 points. Subrath starting to run away with this. All right, your penultimate question. What rapper plays Edwin in The Fast and the Furious?
Edwin, a forgotten character of the first film.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Ludacris, B, Sticky Fingers, C, Ja Rule, or D, Nas.
We're going to kick down 5, 4.
Ja Rules.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, and your last question. What film marked the first appearance of Giselle?
Fast and Furious 4.
That is correct. Clean sweep
Yeah.
in that category.
Clean sweep for Subrath in the Fast and the Furious.
Good job.
And now Harley is going to get a chance to spin the wheel here in round number 2.
Can I get a score recap too?
The score recap, Subrath is up to 11, and Harley, you have 6. And your spin is away, and it lands on opponent's choice. Subrath, what is Harley answering questions from in round 2?
What categories you have there?
We have DC, James Bond, Middle Earth, MCU, Indiana Jones, Kaiju, and Star Wars on the wheel still.
I'm gonna make you suffer, Harley. I pick Kaiju.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
boy. And Harley, you are going to be answering questions from the world of Kaiju.
Okay.
And your first question is, what is the name of the character played by John Boyega in Pacific Rim Uprising? Looking for first and last name.
Yeah, I'm going to need multiple choice. I know it when I hear it.
All right, your options are A, Nate Lambert, B, Jake Pentecost, C, Newton Geisler, or D, Herman Gottlieb.
Is it Bravo?
It would be B for a point. Your second question. What is the name of the rescue vessel sent to the boat sinking at the start of 1954's Godzilla?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to need multiple choice for that.
All right, your options are A, Aiko Maru, B, Sarazawa, C, Amiko, or D, Bingo Maru.
I'm going to go with Alpha.
That is incorrect. Subrath, a chance for a 1-point steal.
Shirazawa.
That is also incorrect. Looking for Bingo Maru. The Bingo Maru. Your third question. What profession does Jake Driscoll have in 2005's King Kong?
Oh, character names. Damn it. Okay, multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, a playwright, B, actor, C, cameraman, or D, talent agent?
I'm going to go with cameraman.
That is incorrect. Subrath, a chance for a 1-point steal.
What are the options again?
Your options are A, playwright, B, actor, C, cameraman, or D, talent agent.
I'm deciding between playwright and talent agent.
5, 4.
Playwright.
That is correct for 1 point.
It's 50.
All right. Your fourth and penultimate question, Harley, in the second round is what Oscar-nominated actress plays Vivian Graham in 2014's Godzilla?
That wouldn't be Elizabeth Olsen, would it?
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it is.
That is incorrect. Subrath, the chance for a 2-point steal.
He didn't pick the multiple choice, but I know the face, but I forgot the name. Just
5,
4,
4,
down the clock.
3, 2, 1. Do you have an answer?
No.
Oh, incorrect. Looking for Sally Hawkins.
Yep.
Sally Hawkins.
Yes, that's what I was looking for.
All right. Your final question, Harley, is what city does Rob have to move to as a result of his new job in Cloverfield?
Japan. Tokyo.
That is correct for 2 points.
I just watched Cloverfield yesterday. Yes.
Well, it certainly paid off for you, as now you are up to 9 points. Subrath's still in the lead with 11, but we have a game going into round number 3. 12. 12.
Wait,
oh,
no.
right. Yeah, no, he got the 1 point.
Yeah.
You got the 1 point.
Right, yeah.
That's my bad.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to edit that out. So at the end of round number 2, Harley has 9 points, trailing behind Subrath's 12 points going into round number 3, and we have a game. Round 3 is going to work like this. Each competitor is going to hear the category issued to the field. They will then bet how many points they would like to wager between 0 and 2 points. If you get the question right, you get the points. If you get them wrong, you lose those points, and we go until the game is over, or someone is mathematically eliminated, or the score reaches 0, which is the Jim and Nico rule. Any questions, folks?
No, I'm good.
All right, then I will give you your first category, which is Indiana Jones. How many points would you like to bet on Indiana Jones? Figure it out for a minute here. I know there's not a lot of people who like Indiana Jones, but the people who like Indiana Jones love it.
Yeah, I only know of one competitor that loves Indiana Jones off the top of my head.
Wouldn't his nickname be the Atom?
No, that would be someone else.
Oh,
I believe
Jeremy.
he's looking for the vicious trollop herself, but
Oh,
Yes.
Jeremy also
We'll go
loves
5,
Indiana Jones.
4, 3, 2, 1. We will start with Subrath. How many points are you betting?
1 point.
All right, and Harley, how many points are you betting?
1 point as well.
All right, your question is you both put 1 point on the table from Indiana Jones. Who played Elsa in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade? Last Crusade, heralded by many as being the best of the franchise. I think it is the second best of the franchise.
Yeah, I kind of like the first one more, but
No, I think Raiders is the best one. I mean, after all, it was Oscar nominated for a reason. But I'm gonna give them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Harley.
I went with Kate Blanchett. I know.
That is incorrect,
Yep.
and a loss of 1 point. Subrath.
I didn't get it.
All right, both competitors lose a point. The answer was Allison Duty. And now the score is 11-8 going into the second question. You want to give them their category, Tim?
all right, your question, which you can bet your points on, comes in the category of Marvel. Marvel. How many points are you going to bet on Marvel?
Marvel is it's a difficult category because there are a lot of turds amongst the diamonds, and you have no idea which one to pick. As
A lot of turds amongst the diamonds.
to quote a certain Marvel movie coming out soon, there are a lot of turds in the wind in this category. 5, 4, 3,
That part is you're not
2,
wrong at all.
1. Hands down. Harley, how many points are you betting in this
I
one?
went with 2.
Subrath.
2.
All right, both are going for 2. Tim, what is their question?
All right, your question in Marvel. Name all 5 Spider-Man Rogue Gallery villains to appear in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
This is a bit of a tricky one, but if you think about it, I'm one of the strong defenders of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Don't think it's as bad as people say it is, but I watched Spider-Man. I watched Spider-Man 3 the other day. That one is as bad as everyone says it is.
I was watching that last night on Netflix at work. So
Tim, could you repeat the question, please?
That is Subrath's last repeat.
All right. The question is: name all 5 Spider-Man Rogue Gallery villains to appear in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I get for clarification, I guess, are we just talking about their outfits?
Rogue Gallery villains is what we've got for you. That's all we can give you. That's all we can give you. We're gonna start counting. We're gonna start counting you down.
I'm going to use a repeat.
All right, that is Harley's first repeat. Tim.
All right. Name all 5 Spider-Man Rogue Gallery villains to appear in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Which I'm with you, Caleb. I liked The Amazing Spider-Man movies 1 and 2. I did. I kind of wish they would have gave it a third, but
I wanted to see 3 and 4 like they had announced, because 3 was supposed to be really cool, and then 4 was supposed to kill off Peter Parker and introduce Miles Morales. And I would have loved to have watched both those movies, because I liked Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. He's way better than Tobey Maguire, who is garbage in the role, and Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy is much more believable, better chemistry with that Spider-Man than Kristen Dunst had with Tobey Maguire. And Bryce Dallas Howard is an awful Gwen Stacy.
Toby was a better Peter Parker. I will say that.
No, he wasn't. He was a bad actor all the way around. It was a terrible character all the way around. I can't root for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in any way, shape, or form because I hate the character, because he's played by a douche. 5, 4.
Can I give one more repeat?
That is Harley's second repeat, Tim, and we're torturing you by reading this 8 times.
Yeah. Name all 5 Spider-Man Rogue Gallery villains to appear in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
All right. Well, we're gonna give this one last try. Bryce Dallas Howard, Gwen Stacy, or Emma Stone, Gwen Stacy. The answer is Emma Stone, Gwen Stacy. And if you say otherwise, you do not deserve to be in this community, and I don't want to see your face ever again.
Wow.
It's all jest. It's all joke.
Fuck Doctor Who.
5, 4. I will eject you from this call. 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We'll start with Subrath.
I put Green. You can say it. My marker is fucked up. I put Green Goblin, Vulture, Mysterio, Scorpio, and Doc Ock.
That is incorrect. We'll go over to Harley.
I went with Rhino, Green Goblin, Vulture, Doc Ock, and Sandman.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Rhino, Electro, Black Cat, Green Goblin the First, Norman Osborn, and Green Goblin the Second, Harry Osborn.
Oh my God! How did I forget Electro?
And both of them are going to lose 2 points on that one, which makes it 9-6. There's still the potential for a 12-point swing going into our final 3 questions. There are 3 questions left. And your third category is the MCU. How many points would you guys like to bet on the MCU? So that was the tricky one. That was a little bit of a brain buster. A little bit of a thinker. But thinker is DC, so we're going to move on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Subrath, how many points are you betting on the MCU?
2 points.
All right, and Harley?
1.
All right, we have the potential to see some lead shift here on this one. And your question from the MCU. What year does the prologue of Iron Man 3 take place?
Very good prologue scene, I thought, for Shane Black's Iron Man.
Yeah. I think I'm at 3. Yeah, sorry?
Since my marker is not working, can I just say it? Because I wrote it down.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go to you first. We'll just go to you first for the rest of the match. All right. We'll count them down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Subrath. What do you got?
It was in Switzerland, New Year's Eve, 1999.
That is indeed correct for a point. We're going to Harley.
No, 2 points.
2 points, and then Harley got a point.
Damn it.
And there it is, Subrath with back up to 11. Harley mounting a comeback at 7 with 2 questions left and an 8-point swing still on the table. What is their category, Tim?
All right, your category is the category of DC. How many points will you bet for DC? Movies outside the worlds of DC.
Well, the worlds of DC, not as beloved as regular DC. I feel.
Well, when TV gets it better than your movies, you have a fucking problem.
Would I say Arrow is better than Batman v Superman? No, I would not. I would not at all. We'll go,
What about the rest of them, huh?
well, The Flash is better than everything except Wonder Woman. Flash is better than Batman v Superman. 5, 4.
Legends of Tomorrow, also better.
2. Nope, not better than Batman v Superman or Man of Steel. 1.
I will eject you from this call.
Bet. Pens down. We're going to start with Harley.
I went with nothing.
All right, and Subrath.
2 points.
All right. Subrath ensuring if he gets this right, this one is game, set, and match. And Tim, you want to give him the question in DC?
All right. What villain does Batman first encounter in The Dark Knight?
Harley, we would like you to answer for stats purposes, just for the sake of stock footage when he tallies up our stats and for accuracy and all that good stuff. So we'll give you a little bit of time. Dark Knight, heralded as the best superhero movie of all time, and I would agree, best superhero movie of all time.
I'd say it's up there, but I don't know about the best.
And certainly better than Logan, and all of you can at me. 5, 4, 3.
Wow.
2.
Making no friends today, Caleb Coho.
1 pens down. We're going to start with Subrath.
Scarecrow.
That is correct for 2 points. And Harley, did you get it for stats?
No, I went with Catwoman, Selena Kyle.
And your winner, by way of technical knockout, the politician, Subrath Sharma. Scarecrow was correct. Catwoman not appearing until The Dark Knight Rises was a solid match here. Everyone bringing their best. Subrath looked like he was maybe going to lose at the end of round 1 and made a comeback there in round 2 and held on to that lead and played the game smart in round 3. And now we see someone coming out with a win for their record, and it's it was a good match. What do you think, Tim?
Oh, yeah, very good. Subrath came back right there at the end. He didn't have that strong of round 1, but round 2 and round 3 really worked out for him and came back with the win. Kind of like the opposite you saw with Harley with a strong round 1, 6 out of 10. Round 2 was not kind. Neither did it seem like round 3, but overall, good game. The right person won with Subrath. So, yeah, it was a good match overall. Glad to see Subrath win.
Well, since you're the one with absolutely no bias at all, you want to go do post-match interviews?
Sure. Subrath, let's start off with you since you are our winner. How you feeling after that win, getting 13 points, beating your teammates in Kings of the Round Table over in other places? But how do you feel with this win in Fandom to finally get your first win?
Well, certainly I'm feeling better than the Dallas Cowboys are feeling right now.
Cannot wait for Indonesia to finally sink under the sea.
Wow.
But really honestly, I mean, I mean, Harley, you shouldn't have used me as Tim. You should have used someone else as Tim, or maybe use Tim as Tim. But I mean, let's just leave that for another place. I mean, Harley, you're a great competitor. You put pressure on me on the first round. But yeah, I mean, second round, third round, it switched positions. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorry that I beat you, man.
After this win, Subrath, do you have anyone you're gunning for your next match? Now that you got that first win, that monkey off your back.
Definitely that one person which I'm looking forward since the first play-in I played, which was not a fair game for me because I was in the lead for a long time. This person, Zadius, you're next.
Ah, well, Zadius is a strong competitor. It will be a big challenge for you, Subrath, but we'll have to see what the future holds to see if that match will come or not. But congratulations again on your win. 13 points. That's a good score for you in Fandom. And we go to our unfortunate loser, Harley. Harley, after that win, or after that loss, I should say, you said it was going to be a win, but we saw what happened. How you feeling after that loss?
Feeling dejected. Like you ended up not being being biased. You were pretty unbiased during this match, but still, I wasn't aware that you were going to be the judge, and so that threw me off my game a little bit. I like the Kaizu films. There's a lot of them, and it's hard to remember a lot of the specific information when it comes to them. Unfortunately, that did kind of sink myself there. I thought I was being fair by letting Subrath go first, and it unfortunately worked out for his favor. So, but it just good match though, good match. Caleb, what happens to be Tim's record? I'm just wondering.
Well, I'll let you know that Tim is 0-1. He does have a match this season against one potions master named Ed Sale. And so if I'll let you know now if Tim comes out the loser or that, I'll feed him.
That's almost guaranteed.
That's
almost guaranteed. So
kind of like it was guaranteed that Subrath was going to beat you because you are a horrible Fandom player, with probably Nico having a better accuracy than you.
Oh,
and
okay.
I really now want to just disqualify and give Ed the win so I can humiliate you even more in Fandom, just like your team got humiliated.
You keep bringing up Nico. That's Nico. All you have to do is ask him a Star Wars question, and he's guaranteed to get it wrong. But it just but in all honesty, come on.
Like when you're asked a kaiju question, you get it wrong. Yes.
Oh no, I think I did. I got 2 of them correct. So 2 out of 5. So I'm happy.
Barely.
With that.
But yeah, if that is the outcome, which I kind of wouldn't mind just throwing that match just to annihilate you, but I want to beat Ed to go on to get an even record, which is something you have not achieved yet.
Yeah,
but I'm sure there's a future of you in Fandom. I'm sure Caleb has ideas regardless of what the outcomes of matches are. But yeah, round 1 was a strong one, 6 out of 10. Round 2, not so much. And round 3, I do have to ask, why did you bet 0 for that last category?
Well, just because I figured Subrath would probably bet something, so there will be a chance to catch up there, and just if I happen to have gotten it wrong, I would put it out of the reach no matter what there. So I was kind of banking on Subrath to bet at least 1 or 2 points. That way there. Well, I was really hoping that he'd do 2 points. He did do 2 points, but unfortunately, he got the question correct. And it also comes down to me. I need to hear the questions better. Because that Star Wars question in round 1, I just needed to fully hear it again to hear that I got the names mixed up. Ahsoka calls him Sky Guy. Anakin calls her Snips.
Oh,
That was just
well,
misheard on my point.
Sometimes that does happen, but unfortunately, you lost this one. We'll see what happens in the future, especially with teams, to see if you and Matt come back in the team tournament in the losers bracket. But with that, I mean, 7 points still get you some more points added for your points in your career. But I'm sure we'll see you back again. Unfortunately, you had to lose against your faction leader, Subrath, in this one. But let's throw it back to our hosts, Caleb and Tim, now.
All right. Well, that was a close one. Words being exchanged. It looks like Tim and Harley might actually be a match that we get to see, which will be interesting. I'm actually just going to write it down on the schedule that Harley plays the loser of Tim and Ed, which will be that'll be a fun match to look out for. And Subrath wanting Zadius, we'll see. We'll have to see if that's on the cards or if that's even a possibility with the scores and records. But we will we'll have to take some configuring and some looking around. But Subrath advances to a 1-1 record, which now puts him closer to that top 10 ranking. While Harley with an 0-2 drops down to the bottom 5. But that's nothing to be ashamed of. Both put up a good match, and we will see both of these competitors back. So we'll see how it goes. But with that, this has been Fandom Fight Singles. So I'm going to take it over into plugs, starting with our winner, Subrath. Where can they find you?
Well, you guys can find me at Movie Battleground. I mean, I basically run a graphics part over there, and we have our first match after a long break on September 12th, this Wednesday. And yeah, just keep a lookout for it.
All right, Harley, where can they find you?
Well, a lot of people already know that you can find me all over the place at Full Metal, Multiplex, and worldwide. But it's just also I just like to take a quick second to promote something that I'm doing in my personal life. I'm helping out a group called Why We March LGBT. It's just basically a lot of times we're trying to preserve the history of the LGBTQ community, and also try to help educate, put it on events. Like our big project for this year, next year's Pride is the Stonewall exhibit and everything like that. So if you'd like to look us up, just look us up Why We March .lgbt and just at least take a look at the website if you're anywhere near interested in like any of the history or a little educating yourself and all that. And also, as you can tell, I like having fun. Don't be afraid to be who you are. I just want to leave everyone with that.
All right, Tim, where can they find you?
You can find me here as always with Multiplex, many of the divisions, helping Jess out in movies, helping Jim out in TV, and with TV Fandom, as you saw the first play-in match. Next week will come the second play-in, or the next play-in match. We'll get those done. We also have Jim and Zadius on the cards to get us closer to the championship for regular TV because Chance Ellison had to ascend to the Schmodown, which a lot of our championships had to change.
Well, with that being said, the titles to be vacated and handed down to the person who he lost to, right?
No.
Oh, come on.
Shut up. And the winner of Zadius and Jim will face Harley, and I'm sure the winner of that will be defending TV champion. We'll find out. And, of course, with sports, now that that's on, we have a lot of great matches coming. Should be on our third match by the time this airs, so we'll have that set up. And it'll be a great continuing of Season 1 to get us into Season 2. Of course, you can help me, or you can find me here helping Caleb in Fandom because, God forbid, the real Fandom head Kane ever shows the fuck up anymore. But I'm always here to help my little buddy Caleb unless he becomes the king, and then we have words. And, of course, other great TV shows we have planned out. Me and Caleb here host Fantasy Football Update, where we go over the fantasy plays, the games, the games in the league for the fantasy, all that great stuff. TeePublic, you can support your players by buying their favorite shirts. And I think that's it. If I missed anything, I'm sure Mr. Coho will hammer it out.
And as always, guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Caleb Coho. That is KALEBKOHO. You can also find me on YouTube, Caleb Coho, where I do music, Coho Productions, where I do movie-related content. And on both channels, you can find my movie, Chick Part 2, out now, where you can watch for free. What you can't really get for free is my album, Shoot for Teens, which you can get with my forks. Which I did. On iTunes and Spotify, you can get my album Shoot for Teens with my group, The Forks, available now. And you can find me right here on Multiplex Entertainment, hosting Fandom Fight every Friday, Nerdgasm every Saturday, and Multiplex Fantasy Football every Wednesday with Tim Smith. And Let's Make a Movie. We'll be back at the end of September to show off our short film. But with that, that has been Harley. That has been Subrath. That has been Tim. I have been Caleb, and this has been Fandom Fight. We will see you all next week with some more awesome matches.